Good afternoon, folks. Thank you for inviting me to the 4th Annual Conference for Reluctant Readers. My name is Paul D., and I am here today to tell you about my life and how I was able to overcome the influence of past trauma by confronting it instead of ignoring it, and keeping an open mind to the individual experiences of others. I was raised in slavery on Sweet Home, a plantation in Kentucky. My first master, Mr. Gardner, treated me like a man. When he died, school teacher took over Sweet Home, and my experience as a slave became unbearably cruel and dehumanizing. I was forced to have an iron bit in my mouth. The most humiliating part of this experience was watching the rooster, Mr., walk around the plantation looking so free, better than me, stronger, tougher. I was given less freedom and control over my life than this rooster. My sense of self deteriorated, and I knew I'd never be Paul D. again, living or dead. School teacher changed me. I was something else, and that something was less than a chicken. After escaping imprisonment in Alfred, Georgia, I shut down a generous portion of my head, operating on the part that helps me eat, sleep, and perform other basic functions. Because of all the agony and abuse I endured, my once red heart became a tobacco tin lodged in my chest, in which I kept all the memories of Georgia, 6-0, school teacher, the taste of iron, and all reminders of my enslavement that I wished to suppress. When I got to 124, I saw how much Setha loved Denver and thought it was too dangerous for a used-to-be slave woman to love anything that much. I knew that the best thing was to love just a little bit, everything, just a little bit. So when they broke its back or shoved it in a croaker sack, well, maybe you'd have a little love left over for the next one. Early on, I shared my story about the rooster with Setha, but was worried that saying more might push us both to a place we couldn't get back from. I would keep the rest where it belonged, in that tobacco tin buried in my chest where a red heart used to be. My tobacco tin was rusted shut, and I was afraid of the shame I'd feel if its contents were exposed. Since my heart-turned tobacco tin was crowded with old atrocious memories that I refused to let out in fear of reliving them and feeling shameful, it was challenging for me to focus on new and positive experiences in the present with Setha. In my story, Beloved is a symbol of slavery and the past. When I became intimate with Beloved, I began to confront my past as a slave, and rust fell away from the seams of the tobacco tin, and I kept saying red heart, over and over again. And just like that, I was able to confront and let go of parts of my past, thus making room for new memories and a new life. Even though I knew how torturous it was to work for a school teacher, I told Setha that what she did was wrong, and that her love is too thick. The action of killing your child is animalistic, and so to remind her of her humanity, I firmly said, "You got 2 feet, Setha, not 4. I took some time to think on my own and realized that in order to move forward with my life, I had to not only accept my own past, but the past of important people in my life. I rushed to Setha to apologize and proclaimed, "Setha, me and you, we got more yesterday than anybody. We need some kind of tomorrow. Since we've both gone through so much torture, we are going to help each other each step of our new life of freedom together." My story is significant because many people repress bad memories and cause themselves more suffering when they should work together to confront and accept these occurrences with an open mind, because this is the only way to move forward. Thank you.